Gareth, welcome to Shrewsbury Town.
Thank you very much.
How does it feel to be our new head coach?
Yeah, great. It's been a crazy few days. It's been a lot of speculation, obviously linked here, there, and everywhere. And leaving QPR a year ago now, the plan always was to get back in, and we feel that this is the right place to do it. And the talks I've had over the recent few days have been really positive, and seeing the place and getting a feel for Shrewsbury, the town itself. History, obviously, I know, playing against them, managing against them, always a tough place to come, and looking forward to being the man in the dugout now, making it tough for other teams to come.
You said this felt like the right club for you. You said you've had good talks since you look at the place. Any other reasons why you thought this was the right place for you?
Listen, I got to give credit to the chairman and to Mickey Moore. Over the last couple of days, they really have worked hard trying to get myself and my assistant Richard Dobson to buy into it, to what they think is a great project. There's talk and plans for the future. Everyone knows about these, and that looks fantastic. But in the immediate period, we need to start winning games. We need to start making this team more resilient. But yeah, both the chairman and Mickey have been influential in getting me here. It was I know I've heard a few eyebrows are raised that I've come here. That's very flattering for me, but also in the humble side of things, they've worked really hard to make sure that the place is set up for success for me and my assistant in the future, and that's something that we're buying into. That they're great people. They've had it tough over the last few weeks and months, and you can see that, you can feel it. But from this moment, this is going to change. I want positive vibes. I want to be a spark and be almost a catalyst for some winning mentality, some different attitude around the place, and both Mickey and the chairman have played a big part in me being here.
What has the chairman actually said to you so far?
Yeah, he's a great character, and I've known him a long time. I think he forgave me about the ghost goal a good few years ago, but believe me, that's not my fault. Surely that's the linesman's fault. But I'm not going to say it didn't go in. I was a Wycombe player. But also his admiration of what we did over the years at Wycombe, and obviously keeping QPR up in our first season. Some tough jobs, and we see that what we did at Wycombe Wanderers, which we took over in a lower position than this, and we had a tough start, but building and being able to put things in place over time that we don't want to give too much away, but we will be building at this place. We want to start changing a few things. He was a great admirer of what we did there, and hopes we can bring it to Shrewsbury or Shrewsbury. I don't know which side of the river I was born on, so I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm sure I'll be told over the coming months. But no, really happy to be here, and you have a great chairman who, for 28 years, has given his life and soul to this place, and I think that nowadays in the modern game, with all the money flying about and everything, those people don't get the recognition that they deserve sometimes. And as I say, he's a great character, and great to be working for him.
You also mentioned your assistant, Richard Dobson. You've worked together for years. What makes your dynamic work? What qualities does he have?
Yeah, we're very opposite. We really are. But when I say that, we're very similar in what we want out of a team and how we see the main factors to winning games are. We probably cover many bases together, and that's key to our success. I think when you see this animated guy on the touchline, there's definitely an engine room in the back there that keeps things under control, keep things ticking in the right way. Football management's a very, very tough job, and the emotions, they go all over the place at times. But I'll have to say I have one cool customer in the background there who can think straight, and working under pressure together, we bounce off each other really well. We don't always agree, and I think that's great. He challenges me, I challenge him, but we have had some great success together, and I wasn't about to go anywhere without Richard by my side, and integral part of all the success we've had.
Your Mickey Moore's appointment, what's your relationship with him like?
Yeah, again, Mickey, I've known him obviously with my time at Wycombe and in the leagues we played in. First heard of him at Barrow and then at Cheltenham. I mean, assistant manager to Marcus Bignett, who I played with at QPR. So he's a sort of a friend of a friend there. But really meeting him properly for the first time, and then obviously I look into what Mickey's achieved and what he's done, and the way he turned Cheltenham round and the way that Mickey played a part in getting some fantastic loan signings in, some fantastic players in, and surviving in League One at a club that really was punching above its weight. He's done a great job there, and I really, really hope to bring Mickey some success here because, again, talk really well. We'll work together. We'll work very hard on all aspects of success here. But he's a good guy and very honest. And as the director of football here, it's a big ask. Right at this current time, we need wins. We need positivity. We need action at this time to get out of the position that we're in. But yeah, Mickey's been very good.
Going back a little bit over your career, manager turnover is so high nowadays, and yet you've spent 11 years at Wycombe. Do you think you can maybe have a similar impact here? Do you hope to have a similar impact here?
Listen, if I'm here in 11 years, then something's gone ridiculously good, and that's football management. I intend to be. That's the long-term plan. I'd love to be here in 11 years and being close to the championship, in the championship like we do with Wycombe Wanderers, I don't want to keep going on about Wycombe too much because I'm a different manager now. I learned a lot from that experience, and getting them to the championship was the pinnacle of my career, but there's no way that this club cannot achieve similar things. It's set up really well. It's always been well supported. They've had championship, albeit 30, 40 years ago, in the second tier. But it's going to take some real building. Listen, there could be some pain at the start. I'm not stupid. I'm not going to come in and wave a magic wand and start getting results. We have Birmingham next weekend at home. That's going to be a tough game, in the position we're in. There could be a little bit of pain at the start. But I'm asking people to stay with us, to recognise what we're doing, to try and buy into that, because I'm going to need those fans. I'm going to need the people around the club. So far, everyone I've met has been superb. Really, really good people. But there's a sense of sort of in a tornado at the moment, in a bit of a whirlwind, and people aren't thinking straight. And how do we get out of this? It's going to take time. And I am a builder. That stint at Wycombe has proved that. QPR was a different kettle of fish. It was a totally different club, and various reasons why things are going the way they are there. But no, I'd love to be able to build here, but that's going to take patience. It will, I want the fans to see a change. I want to see a change in the players, but it might not be tomorrow. It's going to take some time, but it will come. It will come, believe me. And these players will be crawling off that pitch, giving absolutely everything under me. They'll know they've been in a battle, and more so, the opposition will know they've been in a battle, and they won't like coming to Shrewsbury Town because it'll be difficult to come here. Away from home, we can go and get results, no problem. Sometimes away from home, the pressure's off, and you can do that. But I intend to make this place a fortress. It's set up for that, and that's exactly what we've done in the past.
I guess that building starts as soon as possible now. What have the last few days been like for you, before signing the contract? Yeah,
I've done a lot more miles in the last 3 days than I've done in the last year, I think. Yeah. So that's been interesting. But as I said, when you drive into Shrewsbury, it is a wonderful town. It really is. It was surprising to me. I've never been to the town. I've always been on a coach. You go to the football ground, you go to a hotel, then you go back home. You don't see the town. You don't see what's around there. It's a very nice place, and people are proud of this place. I know that, with the rivers running through and the bridges and everything. It has a great feel about it. I want the football club to have a great feel about it. I want to build this club with the help of Mickey, with the help of Dobson, my assistant, under the guidance of the chairman, and whatever may come in the future. But the town is a lovely town. I know the people are very proud of that. I want them to be proud of this place, and that's my aim.
I feel like we might already be getting a bit of the pep talk you will give the players when you first meet them. When do you first meet them, and what are you going to say to them?
Listen, I know one or two of them. You know, Aaron Pierre obviously has played for me in the past. We've come across probably 70% of the players. There's some young boys in there that are on loan, and again, all got different attributes. But there is a common attribute, you know, that they can all share, and they can all work for the common goal and the cause going forward. They've all got these little different skill sets. It's about us now putting the best skill sets together, getting the best team, and that's a team that works, a team that runs to start with, and then plays good attacking football that we can take games to the opposition. How we're going to do it, you know, we'll keep that to ourselves, because I don't want the world knowing, you know, what we intend to do here. But when I meet them, I want to tell them that from Monday, this place is going to change. This place is now under the guidance of me on the football side, and there will be a change. You play for me differently than you've played for other managers. That's football management. That's the way it is. And hopefully they can all keep up.
How would you describe your style of play as manager? We've seen you, as you say, manage against us plenty of times, play against us plenty of times, but for fans who maybe haven't paid that close of attention to that sort of thing, what can they expect from your sides?
You know, style of play and me have obviously been talked about a lot, depending on who's been in my team. Very dictates the way that I play. What I will say is I will find any way I can to win a game of football. So my style of play is a winning style of football.
Great answer.
Cheers.
Obviously, we find ourselves in a difficult position. We are bottom of the league. But what positives have you seen within the current squad that makes you think we could improve?
There's some bright sparks. You know, there is definitely some talent in the squad. You know, I don't want this to be an absolute downer. I know the squad will be watching this. They'll be saying, "What's the gaffer's first interview like?" There's some bright stuff. There's definitely some positives in there. But there's a lot of negatives as well that we need to change. We need to change the mindset, the way they're thinking, the way they're going about it. And I feel for the boys. I actually feel for the boys, because I've been in that position, you know, change of manager, caretaker manager, things not going well. Losing becomes a habit, but also winning becomes a habit. And then what I want to become a habit is the way they come in every day and the way they approach this every day. Nobody's died. We're bottom of the league. We can get out of this without a shadow of a doubt. I wouldn't be here and sat here talking to you if I believed that I'm coming here to take a team into League Two. I'm keeping a team in League One, and I'll be telling every single player that's there.
What do you think are, so brings the level down a little bit, the next question, but what would you say the reasons are that we are in our composition? What do you think needs to be improved on?
Listen, you know, when you start talking about why teams are not doing so well, you know, I don't want to talk about anything that's gone. I really don't, because, you know, we're all great friends in the game, managers, and for one reason or another, sometimes things don't work. What I will talk about is the future and what we can do, you know, because I'm very much no blame game, and there isn't. I'm taking over with 31 games to go. I intend to win as many of them as I can, and it's all about going forward now. So whatever's in the past, whatever you're holding on to, let that go. We start afresh on Monday. We've got Birmingham next weekend, and I intend to put a team out there that will give a good performance at home against the favourites for the league this season. Couldn't be a better game for us. Nothing to lose. Let's have a right go. Would
that be a message to the fans then, just finally, bring it all to Birmingham?
Get behind us. Bring it all to Birmingham and bring it all to Burton. Bring whoever we're playing, just bring it all, because, you know, you can't go back. You can't relive yesterday. If you don't give it all and you wish you had of, you can't go back and do it. Give it all. Give everything you've got. Be proud of this. Think of the fantastic moments you've had with this football club. All right, we're in a tough time, but I've always said the good times become even better because you've been through those tough times. Let's stick together. Let's get some good results. Let's stay in League One.
Welcome to Shrewsbury Town, Gareth.
Thanks a lot.